YouTube, what's going on? Tanner here with NFL Broadcaster. I'm going to talk to you guys today about the Chiefs and strong safety or free safety Tyrann Mathieu. Guys, enjoy the video. Anyways, guys, Tyrann Mathieu, one of the most dominant safeties in the league ever since he entered in 2013 at the age of 21 years old, which is very young. He's played 8 professional seasons in the NFL, and he's only heading into his age 29 season in 2021. So he will be with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I've heard that from the Chiefs GM, Brett Veach. Is that how? Yeah, Brett Veach. Sorry, Chiefs GM Brett Veach will be talking about an extension for him over the summer. So they're going to get the draft taken care of first, and I don't blame them. Just focus on the draft. You're going to have Mathieu for the 2021 season. Just focus on that. But he's been just one of the most dominant guys in the league. I mean, I hate that he wasted a year in Houston playing for the Texans. He still performed pretty well for the Texans in 2018. Hard to believe that was already almost 3 seasons ago. But I mean, he had 2 interceptions. Let's see, he had 8 pass breakups and a fumble recovery for them. But in 2019, when he joined the Chiefs, obviously you're joining a Super Bowl contender, so you're likely to step up your game. You're gonna feel better, more energized, and be like, yeah, I'm ready to win a Super Bowl. At the age of 27, joining the Kansas City Chiefs, he played and started in all 16 games, had 4 interceptions. He had 12 pass breakups. Let me see how many total tackles he had for the Chiefs in his first season in 2019. Looks like he had 75 total tackles, and 12 of those were assists. He had 3 tackles for loss and 2 quarterback hits. Pretty solid. He had 2 sacks as well for his first season in Kansas City. So obviously the city of Kansas City fell in love with him. I mean, how do you not? A guy who was only 27 years old at the time, who's been like an all-pro, Tyrann Mathieu is Tyrann Mathieu. Obviously, I loved him at LSU. I'm not an LSU fan, but they do produce great secondary players. Yeah, it looks like April 25th. That's when Chiefs GM Brett Veach said he hoped to keep safety Tyrann Mathieu in Kansas City for years to come. And then Mathieu actually stated that he would love to come back to Kansas City for years to come. But if he does somehow enter free agency, and doesn't get extended, gosh, you know how many teams could use a guy like Tyrann Mathieu? He's such a great player, and I know that the Packers don't need him. We have some up-and-coming safeties. We have Adrian Amos and Darnell Savage. I really love Savage, but still, I mean, how could you not love a guy like Tyrann Mathieu? If we still had Micah Hyde back in the day and had Mathieu, we would have been one of the better secondaries in the league. But guys, Kansas City, as long as they have Mathieu, they're going to have an elite playmaker on that side of the field. And he's going to be a captain of a defense. He's going to be someone that keeps a secondary, not just a secondary, but an entire team together. Not even just a defensive side of the ball. I mean, he's just a guy in the locker room who's the leader. And if you know anything about his past, he's had struggles. I think he had some troubles with the law while he was in college, and just as far as he's come to be the kind of player that he is and to mature and be a guy who has stepped up in the locker room and become a leader on a team for 3 different franchises now. And in Houston, they still loved him, but he was with Arizona for 5 years. He's the honey badger, The guy's a stud. Tyrann Mathieu, though, is likely to be extended by the Kansas City Chiefs this summer. After the NFL draft, which is later this week. Yeah, I mean, it's Sunday, so later this week. But you guys tell me what you think down in the comments below. Do you think that the Kansas City Chiefs will extend him? If you do think that, how long do you think an extension will be? I would say it's going to be at least a 3-year deal. Probably roughly around $30 million, a little more than that. But I do believe that a guy like Mathieu would take a pay cut to stay with a franchise like the Kansas City Chiefs. So I could see him averaging around 10 mil per year, which is not bad money at all. But he could definitely seek more than that. But you're not going to get very much more than that, I don't believe. $10 million may even be a stretch. I don't know how much safeties are actually like supposed to be paid. I'm not like that smart when it comes to football, I just love to talk about it. But you guys tell me what you think down in the comments below. I think that if like a 3-year deal, a 3-year extension after 2021 would be ideal for him. He would be what, his 32 aged season. He would have finished his aged 32 season, and by that time, you'd be like towards the end of your career. Especially at that position. So you guys tell me what you think down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Thank you so much for watching. Tyrann Mathieu likely to be extended by the Kansas City Chiefs. I see it as a multi-year deal, at least 3 years, $30-ish million, maybe a little cheaper. I don't know. But you guys tell me. See you later.